Morning, lad. Lovely, rainy way to start the day. Success breeds complacency, okay? And the only cure to complacency is anxiety, right? Anxiety is the killer of complacency. Now, what I mean by this is when we start getting a bit of success or we start winning at a certain thing in our life. For example, I'll use my YouTube as an example. I've never ever gotten complacent on YouTube before because I've never told myself, oh yeah, we are where we want to be. You know, I'm still not where I want to be. I'm recording this it's January the 3rd today, and it's going to drop at the end of January. And I'm just about to hit 6,000 subscribers. And you know, I tell myself every day, I'm still nowhere near where I want to be. So obviously I wake up every single day and I work, and I'm fully focused. But we'll just use it as an example, hypothetically. Let's say I start getting a bit of success on YouTube, okay? And that success then breeds complacency because naturally in your mind, you're going to tell yourself, well, I've done it. I don't really have to try as hard now, you know? And I think you could use the argument of, well, once you get momentum, you know, you don't really have to try as hard because momentum will keep you going. You know, like in anything in life, if you get momentum in life, it's very easy to maintain a success. But you must understand that only applies, the momentum thing only applies if you're still actively trying every single day. So if I was to say to myself, okay, I'm successful on YouTube now, I'm just not going to upload any videos for a bit, you know, because, I've already got the momentum, I've already got the success, I'm just not going to upload because I could take some time off, I can chill out a little bit, I can take my foot off the gas, yeah? If I did that is ultimately just me deteriorating, because if you're not moving forward, you're deteriorating, right? There's no such thing as maintain, there's literally no such thing. So you must understand that momentum is absolutely a powerful tool, but you only capitalize on that momentum of success if you are still trying, if you're still moving forward. If you take your foot off the gas, that's it, you're deteriorating, right? So don't use the momentum thing as an excuse, like, I've got momentum now, so I can take my foot off the gas, because momentum is very powerful. If I start to succeed on YouTube, if I start getting loads of views, start getting loads of subs, it's naturally very, very easy for me to then become successful and to maintain that and to keep going with that momentum. But as soon as I take my foot off the gas because, I've already succeeded, that's it, I'm fucked, right? You're going to start deteriorating slowly but surely. So anxiety is the cure for this. Anxiety, some sort of pressure, some sort of stress that you put on yourself is the cure to complacency. Because, and this is actually an example I can use, because you'll find that, you know, a lot of people, the classic example, people working a 9-to-5 job, they're broke, they have no money, no freedom, and they're trying to work on a side hustle to escape the 9-to-5. When they're in the 9-to-5, when they haven't achieved what it is that they want yet, they're, you know, hungry. Every single day they wake up hungry. Every single day they wake up like, yeah, this is the day, I'm working on it, boom, 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 fully focused every single day. There's no room for complacency. There's no room for failure because they want it so bad. They're so hungry for it. And it's that pressure that they've ultimately put on themselves. Like, I have no freedom. I've got no money to do the things that I want to do. I can't live the life that I want. That pressure they put on themselves, that anxiety they put on themselves is exactly what stops them from getting complacent. And I know this for a fact because I quit my job and put anxiety, I put pressure, I took a risk basically, and I put that stress on myself. I was working a charity fundraising job, so I went through loads of different jobs. I went through literally loads of different ones, and the last job that I've had in the 9-to-5 world is a charity fundraising job. So you go to the doors of people's houses on the street, knock on the door, they will open the door, and I have to give like a sales pitch about, why they should donate to the charity that I'm sponsored by, whatever, right? That's basically what I was doing. And I said to myself one day, I was like, I literally worked one shift on that job. I did all the training and I worked one shift. And on the same shift, the first ever shift I have was also the last one. Because I said to myself, right, I'm wasting my time working for another company, making another company more money. Why don't I just quit the fucking job? Yeah, it's a bit of a risk, you know, it's stressful, whatever. But why don't I just quit the fucking job and basically just put all that time into myself instead? And that's exactly what I did, right? And it's because of that, hi mate, you all right? It's because of that extra anxiety, that extra stress that I put on myself, that ultimately stopped me from getting complacent. Because every single day that I woke up, I had to make videos, I had to work on it, right? Because if I didn't, I was broke. I didn't have a job, you know, paying the bills, so I had to work on that shit myself, and I had to get monetized. I had to, you know, pop the coaching business off. So it's that stress that you put on yourself that stops you from getting complacent. And you can apply this to any area of your life. You can apply this to speaking to women. And, you know, that is something that that I got complacent on recently. And that's why I'm making the video, because it's fresh on my mind, right? I got, you know, a nice little collection of women on my rotation, you could say, whatever you want to call it. Which way should we go? Which way, bro? So we've gone that way. That way looks a bit boring. We'll go this way, towards the cars, towards the noise. Let's go. So, you know, I got a nice collection of women. And I don't use social media or nothing like that. So, you know, I've been out on a couple of night outs and I got a couple of numbers, and I've got a nice little collection I can, you know, enjoy and work from. But in my mind, I think we do this subconsciously. It's like once you get that success, once you've kind of achieved something, you just naturally just take the foot off the gas, because your mind thinks, yeah, we're already good at this, we've already done this, so let's stop putting energy into it. Let's put the energy somewhere else, because we've already done this, right? We've got the numbers, we've got the girls. We don't have to cold approach anymore on the street. We don't have to, you know, talk to those girls in the gym. But I realised that when I got a bit complacent in this area with women, and I just stopped speaking to girls out and about in the park, for example, I just stopped it, because I was like, oh, I've already got women, I don't need them. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you have to constantly stay hungry. You have to find that equilibrium of hunger and appreciation for what you've already got. So yeah, of course, be grateful for what you've already got, but at the same time, if you are not hungry, if you don't have some sort of anxiety put on yourself one way or another, you're going to get complacent. And complacency really is my biggest weakness in a lot of areas. It's never has been for YouTube, and I think it's just because I've never allowed myself to feel satisfied with the YouTube thing. So I've constantly been on it. I woke up every single morning working on it. Why did I go this way, bro? It's so loud. I want to show you the views. But yeah, it's like, just keep that in mind. Success will always breed complacency, and anxiety is the cure for that, okay? So just keep that in mind, a little reminder for you. Let me just show you the little river. In fact, we're going to go to the top of this bridge, and I'm going to show you the view of the river. Because it's beautiful. It's a nice rainy day, but we don't complain. All weather is beautiful. Right, we're just walking up the hill. Got the shorts on. For some reason, I got shorts on. I don't mind the cold. I'm more of a heat kind of guy. I do prefer the heat. Why are you looking at my nose, bro? Look, let me show you this shit. Look at that, lad. It's beautiful. And then we've got the motorway down there too. Lovely. So yeah, just keep that in mind for your week. You know, complacency is honestly a lot of guys' biggest weaknesses. So just remember that. Always keep yourself hungry. Never ever settle. Never ever say to yourself, oh, we've done enough. I don't have to do anything anymore. I'm trying not to fall for the end of the video. It's not a planned outro. I'm not trying to fall. But yeah, don't ever settle and get complacent in that sense. Always keep some level of pressure on yourself, because when there's pressure, you are forced, especially as a man, you are forced to perform. So keep that anxiety on you, keep that pressure on you, and stay hungry and take risks, yeah? Coaching's down below. Come and talk to me for a one-to-one chat, just an hour, and I'll sort you out and I'll save your life. I'll take you from down here, the person you are today, with all these things struggling on your mind. You can bypass all the mistakes that I had to make, straight to the top, right? See you there. Wow.